And we always say at least for me, I say on every breakdown or self-tape audition, do not submit late tapes, you know, because we have a system, and I think there's, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a ripple effect.
Yeah. It's more of like, I think that there's an idea of what casting directors do. We are constantly doing something. Like we are making the master list. We are sending out self-tapes. We're going through submissions where, we're setting up Zoom callbacks. We're having Zoom callbacks. We're having meetings we're having production meetings. We're talking to SAG about rates that are going up. There's so much. We're reading actors. We're meeting with actors. There's so much and also keeping things really organized and creating links and making sure everything's nice for producers and stuff. There's so much always going on that I think that sometimes isn't understood. Like, oh, you're just watching tapes and then sending them off. I'm like, no, I am doing much more than that. And with good reason. I like to make things organized and pretty, but also I want to make sure that I'm staying in line, especially with a pilot. So I always like to give the benefit of the doubt if someone's late with the tape, and that's fine, but just let me know. I always want you to give your best take. Right. So if you need an extra day for it, totally, just let me know.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Call me.
Yeah.
DM
me.
Slide
it's fine. And I'm always like, yeah, no problem. It's all good.
You know, I'm gonna circle back.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Did you? Okay, I thought Jade was. I'm cutting off my daughter. I want to go back because you made me think about submissions and asking for stuff a day, whatever.
Yeah.
Here's one, and I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to phrase this properly, but I want to talk about a term that I like to call setiquette, set etiquette.
Oh,
and I think it goes all across the industry.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you want to know who you're working with and if they are a pain or this, I also think that there's an experience with people that are new in the industry. And like you said, you remembered somebody from years ago and called them for a role. I'm always telling everybody, because I think I'm not going to say it's an exuberance or just maybe not a self-awareness that they're just like too pushy, too, oh my gosh, I have to be, or like, and you can almost, I think the expression in the social media term or in influencer space is clout chasing, right? Clout chasing. And I think
look at you keeping up.
Yeah,
you are.
Around us all the time. He hears it.
I know what I'm saying. You're so
all
good.
my social media people
You might say something. You might say something, and I might be like, "Huh?" Like genuinely.
What did he say? Yeah, exactly. Identify as no, forget it. Exactly. But no, so the reason I'm saying setiquette and this there's a general vibe, and I've actually seen it because, and I'll call myself out. I was having dinner with Eric Roberts, the kids, family, friends, and I brought a friend in who was new to the industry, who was kind of mentoring with me. He knows who he is. He's going to shoot me for saying it, but he immediately starts talking to Eric. He's like, "Can I?" I'm like, "Bro," like I had to look at him and be like, "Chill out." And Eric looked like, "Who's your friend?" And I'm like, "Sorry." He's just like, so I come back to that to say it's like, half the time where I'm at an event or something, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'll do your like they find out what you do and you almost have to be like, oh God, like, because everybody's so excited to get in or understand. I'm like, this isn't a business. You just, I mean, yes, very rarely it happens, but this is a long marathon. It's not just I walked in and look at me go.
No, you can't just be like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, book me, like, put me on something, like, write me in a script. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you can almost, and I would say you could do more damage because you get a reputation really fast as being too aggressive, too pushy, too clout chasing, and then people back way off. Right. Just like, so what's your thoughts in the industry?
I have two sides of it. Is like, the one side is maybe the more, I'm understanding to a fault. And I know that's about
exceptionally a sweet person.
Oh, that's very nice.
Because we know you, and
that's nice. But like I said, like actors and everyone were young and hungry. Like me calling Jeannie Backrack, me emailing Jeannie Backrack when I was 19, saying, "Hey, I know that we've met a few times because your son tutored me in math."
That's so cute, though.
Like,
that's great.
So, like, I understand, like, the wanting so badly. And not every day is where, like, maybe I'll be at a restaurant or, like, a bar or something and talking to someone who it's not every day that they get to be in contact with someone in the industry. And so like, I might shake them in their boots a little bit. And so I can understand maybe like them.
You are very intimidating.
Understand.
I shake in my boots.
Well, more not like shaking their boot, and more like,
No,
oh
no,
shoot, this is my opportunity. This is my chance to tell them about my craft, right? So I always take it with a grain of salt. But then there's the other side of me that like I think I've told you this before. I lie about my occupation sometimes when I'm in different social settings. I'll just say I'm an accountant. Because no one asks further questions.
I love accounting.
I
love accounting. They're like, where do you work at? I go in an accounting firm.
Which one?
It's
Yes,
downtown.
that one.
It's downtown.
Exactly.
Oh, you wouldn't know it. But I type with numbers.
All those accountants watching this, we very valuable business service.
Oh, incredibly. But I am not an accountant. You know?
Surprise.
Yes. Oh my God. But like, you know, no one asks you
Everybody who's
questions.
watching this and sees you goes, she's not an accountant.
I know. I'm so sorry. But and like I have had my friends also say that stuff too. Like I remember my friend one time told someone that she worked at a morgue. Because it stops them in their tracks, and then
They're like done with the questions.
Like it's sometimes like you just don't want to be
right.
And it's more of like I always want to, and I every workshop I've done with actors, I always say like, if I've worked with them in the workshop or I've seen them in the room a couple times and we've seen each other outside of space, obviously like I'm friends with a lot of actors. And if I've always told people too, like, I think I've even said this to you and to Luke, like if you guys ever have self-tapes and you want me to take a look at them and give you notes, I love doing that. I love doing that. But I can't do that for everybody. And so I have to be aware of that.
Right. So now that you said that, everybody's going to find your
I know.
agent.
But anyway,
you're going to get like thousands of, what do you think about, what do you
and you know, it goes to like, obviously if I have more time, I love to like be able to do it, but I can't do it for everybody. And so I think, you know, if it's hard. It is hard because you know you want to be
so broken up about this.
You know, because it's sad. It is sad. It's a sad. Like I don't want it. You know,
like
obviously, everyone just wants their big break.
This is it. Do not start sending all of your.
But everyone just wants their big break, and I get that. But also, you have to go about it respectfully and professionally. You have to. That is the industry, and that's in every industry. You have to be professional. So there's a difference between, I think, clout chasing and being professional. And
it's the same thing as a job. Going back to the job interview, you're not going to go up to like somebody at a corporate company and be like, "Can you give me a raise? Can I get a higher up position?" Like you don't just.
It's a good point. It's a great point.
You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it, and so yeah, I'm always all ears for any like I always love to give advice and give notes and stuff like that. It brings me a lot of joy. It does. But there is professionalism, and there's a line that cannot be crossed. Like that line cannot be blurred. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh my God, I loved it.